Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm here back with another makeup tutorial. Woo! It's been a minute, but I figured why not? Yeah, so I'm going to be diving into some deep, interesting topics, some topics regarding mental health, depression, growth, elevating yourself, just really taking accountability, getting yourself and elevating yourself to be in the place and the position that you want to be in, whether it's school, whether it's a job, whether it's your career, anything that can help you mentally. We're gonna dive into a variety of topics in that area while getting glam and just having a good conversation. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, what you doing? Subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you for returning. This is, I think it's gonna be a good topic, a good conversation topic that we probably can relate to each other on multiple different levels. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started and let's go. I really enjoy like self-help stuff, so I figured I would incorporate that in like while I'm getting ready and doing my makeup. Hopefully everybody's having a good end of their September. I think today is September 26th or 27th, I don't remember. But it's like we're nearing into fall. These past 3 days here in Atlanta have been actually really freaking cold. Like they've been in the 50s in the morning. I've woken up and went to my car and like, dang, I need my jacket. By the way, I'm using the Glow Primer Stick from e.l.f. This is the coconut and shea butter. But yeah, it has been really cold here in Atlanta, and this whole entire summer I'm like, oh, I can't wait until it gets cold because I'm tired of sweating. I don't know what's going on with me, but lately I've just been sweating. Like I've been sweating bad lately. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know, like I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. But it's been getting cold. I am kind of happy about it, and I'm kind of like sad. It's almost feeling like bittersweet to me, but I mean, pumpkin spice, corn mazes, haunted houses, Halloween, like bring it on. I like stuff like that. So I don't know, Halloween has always been my favorite, one of my favorite holidays ever since I was a little girl. All right, so for foundation, I'm using the Lancome Untitled Ultra Wear. My color is, what is my color? My color is 415 Bisque. But yeah, so with the fall coming around and it getting colder, I know that sometimes for some people hate it. Some people hate the fall because they say that it depresses them. I've never felt like the fall, you know what, I take that back, I was gonna lie. It's not that I feel like the fall depresses me. It's just that I feel like maybe towards the end of the year, maybe because, you know what it is? My dad actually passed away in December. And December of 2009, and I kind of have a negative association with that, but at the same time I don't, because like I've accepted his passing and all that. It seems like for some reason all the time around that year, around that time, I'm just really stressed out and I feel really just overwhelmed and anxious, and my anxiety really starts to play in on me. And I know that with some people, you know, during the fall, it just does that to them. I don't know if it's mental or not, which brings me to my next point, which is for some people, you know, the winter really just affects their mood, and I don't know why that is. And then I started thinking about it. A lot of times when my mood is affected, other than like it being like somebody like a relative or something passing away, or like a tragic event happening prior in your past, like during this time, a lot of it, I really do believe is mental. And when I say mental, like, you know, I feel like a lot of the things that happen to us are from the choices that we make in life. And not every choice that we make in life is a positive choice or a good choice for us. It's not a good choice that actually ends up benefiting us. Yeah, so a lot of stuff I'm realizing as I'm getting older, that it's about the power of the mind. It's about where your mind is at, what is going on, what is your thought process or your Are your thoughts positive or your thoughts negative? What's going on inside your mind where you're feeling, you know, depressed, or you're feeling just like you just not feeling accomplished, or not feeling good enough, or feeling, you know, insecure? There's so many different causes to what could possibly be happening, but you really have to. I know that some people don't like to spend time by themselves. I used to be that type of person where it's like I feel like I always need to be doing something or going somewhere. And there's nothing wrong with being busy and staying busy, but if you're staying busy to distract yourself from your problems, and it's just not because you're just busy and you have, you know, things, exciting things to do, and you're like in a healthy state of mind, there's nothing like wrong with staying busy. So I don't want anybody to think, oh, like I'm busy at the time, but like I'm happy, I'm content, I'm not depressed. I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about where you mask your feelings, mask what you're going through by deciding to just go out and drink every weekend, or smoke weed or something to suppress the pain. And don't get me wrong, like nobody's perfect. We all have done stuff like that in the past where we've, you know, have tried to substitute our pain or replace our pain or numb our pain in a way that necessarily didn't help, because once the pain numbing wore off, you're back to square one, wondering like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, why am I still sad? Why am I still depressed? And for me, I realized that when I have spent time by myself to really work on myself, and I'm still working on myself, when I have really spent time to work on myself, and trust me, this time and me spending time to work on myself is not like happy time. Most of the time it hasn't been happy times where I wanted to. Like I was like left with no choice but to do it. Or, you know, it was to the point where I was at a breaking point at some point in my life, whether it be a relationship that just failed and I was trying to hold on with every last being in my body, to the point where I just reached a breaking point and I was like, I can't keep doing this to myself. Like now I'm literally self-inflicting myself with pain by holding on to relationships or people that just don't want me, that just don't want to step up, that just don't want to be there. They just don't want to do what it takes to keep me in their life. You really have to think about your thoughts, your actions. Is there something that I've done to put me in this state of mind? When you wake up in the morning, do you wake up in the morning and say, oh man, like today I gotta like start my day. I really don't want to go to this whack ass job, and I don't want to have to deal with these people and talk to these people, and I hate waking up, having to do something, waking up early. I'm not a morning person, plus I gotta wake up early and do something that I don't even want to do. Like, is that you? Are you that person who's like, you know what? I don't like the fact that I have to get up and go to this job that I absolutely hate, but I know what I love and I know what I'm passionate about. Or I want to find out what I love, I want to find out what I'm passionate about. So say if there is something that you do love and there's something that you are passionate about, write down goals, write down weekly goals to say, hey, like this is what I want to accomplish this month to get me to this step, to then get me my concealer brush fell off. Wow. All right, well, the show must go on. All right, so I'm just adding a little bit of that bronzer stuff to my nose. Oh, and by the way, this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Deep Dark 32. I use this to bronze my face because this stays in place all night long and it blends so nicely into my face and just gives me like that perfect warmth that doesn't look too crazy. But yes, like I was saying, are you waking up saying like, you know what, hey, like this is not the job that I like, but I'm thankful that I get to go to work. I'm thankful that this job pays my bills. This is not where I want to be, and I know the steps I need to take to get to where I want to be. So am I going to be productive and arrange my schedule where I can sit and do the things that I sit and build towards my dream? Like for instance, today I went to work, and yes, I went to school and I graduated from college, and I'm doing something that relates to my degree. Is it what makes me feel the happiest and the most excited about about getting up in the morning? No, but I'm grateful that I have my job. I'm grateful that my job is able to pay my bills, and my job allows me to take care of my daughter. And then, you know, if I have goals and other dreams and goals and stuff like that, at least I know that I'm in a comfortable position now. And I wasn't before. I was not in a comfortable position. I was a single mother with a daughter who had just went into kindergarten, and I didn't have any type of college degree. I was living with a roommate, one of my friends, and she was a single mom too. We both were struggling to make our freaking ends meet. And I just decided I have to do something different. Like, I have to change my thought process and stop being like, I'm a single mom, it's too hard to go to work and then go to school and then help with homework. And then on top of that, have a social life. Like, I was doing, like, that was my thought process. But then I was like, you know what, girl, you have no choice. Like, do what you gotta do. Do what you need to do, because like, you don't have any other choice. Like, yes, this may suck right now, but this is not where you're gonna be forever if you do the work. If you do the work to get to where you wanna be, you will be where you wanna be. It's about a choice. It's about my mind process. Like, I could have been like, you know what? I'm gonna just go and just live at my mom's house, not go to school, and just live there and not have to worry about my bills being so high. Like, I could have did that. Or I could have been like, you know what? I'm gonna find me a man so he can help pay my bills. He may not be the guy for me, but he pays my bills, and I don't have to live with my mom. So let me just go and like run up into a relationship and add more stress onto me with somebody who probably doesn't even love me, probably doesn't even value me. Like, if you find that and you get that, then that's amazing. But that wasn't my world. I wasn't in that world. I didn't meet nobody like that was, you know, willing to really love me and love my daughter as well while I was struggling. Like, it just wasn't, that wasn't my reality at all. And that's fine, because guess what? It pushed me to work harder. My daughter's father had, you know, he's just irrelevant. Like, he wasn't helpful at all, and you know, he still isn't. But I chose to make a decision where I was like, you know what, I'm not about to be this person who's living on welfare for the rest of my life, struggling to make ends meet, having people look at me crazy when I walk up in the office to get my food stamps, to get my SNAP benefits. Like, I did not want to be that person. I was that person. There's nothing wrong if you have to go through, if you have to use that because you need it. Like, use that. Use that then to get to where you need to be. Just don't stay stagnant in that. Like, have no shame. No one should have any shame for needing help or needing support. I would not be where I was at if I did not have help or support. But I knew that I had an end goal, and I knew that I could not let my circumstances in my mind affect where I wanted to go in life. And here I am, you know, a couple of years later. I'm making very good money. I am able to provide for my daughter. I live in a beautiful apartment. I feel so confident. I'm so proud of myself. I feel just so at peace with where I'm at. Like, yes, I don't have everything, but I have so much more than I expected to have so soon, because I decided to change my thought process and say, you know what, I have to make better choices. If I want things, I have to work hard, and I have to stop feeling sorry for myself and taking action and taking accountability, and not always thinking that things are supposed to be handed to me. And I know you're probably like, wait, hold on, we were talking about feeling depressed and all that. But I feel like, yes, I've experienced depression, but I realized that when I stopped feeling sorry for myself or expecting people to understand me, or expecting, or just looking, being like, this person has all this going for them, and why not me? Because it's not me. That's not my life. That's not how my life is supposed to be. That's just not my story. Like, that's not my story, and that may not be your story, but that doesn't mean that you can't have the things that you want, or you can't have the life that you want. It's all about the choices that you make and the thoughts that you think. So if you're someone out there who's struggling right now and you're not where you want to be, I feel for you, because guess what? There's so many of us that have been there. I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty concealer. This video is about to be really long, but hopefully it just helps somebody and motivates somebody, puts them in the right train of thought. It puts them in the right train of thought to kind of just reevaluate what it is that you're doing with your life and why your thoughts are so negative. If you don't like the way you look because you're overweight, and I've been overweight before, or let me not say I've been overweight. I've been bigger than what I've liked to be, and it affected my confidence. And I can say that when I was in that position, I felt like complete crap. I was not focused on taking care of myself. And to be honest, I was chasing behind somebody that did not want to be caught, and it was sucking the life out of me. I completely lost myself chasing behind somebody that did not really have true, pure intentions for me. I thought that this person was in love with me, and I thought that this person was the one for me, but it's like I gave up every single moral and value that I had for myself and completely lost myself mentally and physically. Like, I didn't even realize I was not even taking care of my body. I gained so much weight. I was eating out all the time and drinking and just not really listening, I was not practicing self-care. I was not practicing, when I say practicing self-care, meaning like your mental, your physical, opening up your Bible and reading. That's another thing. Like I just had tapped out of who I was and gave up who I was to fit the mold of somebody else who I was never going to be enough. I would never be enough, no matter how much I tried to change or shape or readjust myself. But I lost myself. I lost myself and I gained weight. And then I woke up one day and I was like, wow, like, girl, what's going on? Why are you doing this? Like, you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself over somebody. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was sad. It was crazy. It was something that I told myself I would never let any guy that ever comes into my life do. So if there's a dream that you have, and say it's not about a relationship, say there's a dream that you have, like, I'm sure we all have dreams that we sit and think like, dang, like, could I really do this? And by the way, this is the Milk Makeup Setting Powder Translucent Medium. Say if it's a dream or something, you're like, my dream is not coming true. I feel like this is the only thing I really want to do, and I'm feeling really upset because I'm putting the time, the work, the effort, and I'm not seeing results. Results don't happen when you snap your fingers and say, results now. Like, that just doesn't happen. That's not the way life works for every single person. It works for some people like that, but it doesn't work for everybody. And it's better off to assume that you're that person is not going to happen to immediately, and just keep that mental motivation saying, one day I'll get there, one day I get there. I just have to put in the work. One day I'll get there. Instead of just being like, it happened to her so quickly, it's never gonna happen to me. You know, if you're trying to start your own business, say if you are wanting to start a candle line, you're like, oh my gosh, like, this person, it just happened for them really quickly, or they had the social media platform where they could, you know, sell their products and they're making such a profit, and the market's become so oversaturated. Like, if something's meant for you, it's meant for you. If something is meant and it is your divine destiny, and you are putting in the work and effort, it will happen to you. But you know what, here's the crazy part. It's like, you can sit here and think all day long, oh, it's not gonna happen for me, it's not gonna happen for me. Yeah, you're probably right if you don't get up and do anything. Like, that's your own fault then. That's the choice that you made. You made that choice for it to not happen to you. I'm just saying, you have to look at it like that. Like, I didn't even want to get up and film this video. I was like, oh, like, my hair needs to be washed. I don't know if I feel like filming or not. I don't know if I'm up for it. And I just sat and I was like, Alicia, you know what? Like, you said that you wanted to grow your channel, but honey, you ain't putting out videos like you want to grow your channel. Honey, your channel ain't gonna grow unless you put in the work, you put in the effort. I put in work and effort with school. I put so much work and effort into it, and it paid off. I busted my ass. I sat up at night crying because I couldn't understand some of my assignments. But I didn't stop, and I kept on going, kept on going, kept on going, and I finished. So keep that same energy. Like, if you wake up in the morning and you just feel like complete crap, and you're like, I'm just not feeling good, I'm not feeling myself, put on a little bit of makeup if you have to, that makes you feel better. Maybe exfoliate your legs or your arms in the shower before you get ready to go to work, and spray on a little perfume. Say you haven't sprayed on or used perfume in a while. Me putting on perfume makes me feel that much more special. Like, it just gives like this va-va-voom. I don't know how to explain it, but it just elevates my mood in a very weird way, but it does. Anything that makes you feel good or just makes you feel confident, adds confidence to you, do it. Like, you have to treat yourself like prize. Like, you have to remember that you are the prize. You have to live the life you want to live. Live the life you want to live before you're even living it. And I'm not saying like, oh, go out and just spend everything in your wallet. If you don't have the money, like, come on, like, be a little bit more smart and responsible in that aspect. But if you want to go out and say you want to go out and you want to go to a nice dinner, go ahead and have your nice dinner, but just be mindful of what is in your pocket, what you got going on in your pockets, and spend reasonably. So say, you know, you want to go somewhere, you want to check out this new restaurant, but you're like, oh, like, all the main meals cost $50 minimum. Girl, maybe get a cocktail and an appetizer. Immerse yourself in that environment to feel like you've already made it, to make that the norm for you. You have to almost live out your reality before it's your reality. Before I moved into my apartment, I dreamed of living somewhere like this. I've always dreamed of it, and I always would be on like line looking at apartments and saying, I wish I had this, I wish I had this, I wish I could afford this. Like, that would be amazing to be in a position where I could afford that. I could decorate it and make it look pretty and just make it perfect for me the way I like it. Side note, I just used Beijing Gal by Fenty Beauty for my bronzer. I'm trying to make sure I mention all my products, you guys. If there's something I don't mention, I will put it in the comments down below so you guys can see that, and I will try to link everything, okay? But yeah, so like I was saying, I would just mentally just tell myself that I was there, or I would go to open houses for like, and visit, like, look at open houses for homes that are like $1 million. During that time, ain't no way in hell I still can't afford a house that's $1 million. That's fine, but I put myself in a place where I was like, I have to be here and envision myself here to know that I have a goal that I want to work on. Now, doing that for me just made it realistic. It was like, I'm here. I'm here in this $1 million home right now. I'm here. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm here, but I'm not all the way here yet. But I'm here. I'm touching it. I can touch it. It's real. It's realistic. This is just not a fantasy to live out, you know? The girls that get it, okay? So, yeah. But that's just like some of the things I do. I would go and do that. I will go into nice furniture stores that have furniture, that's couches that are like $7,000. Like $7,000 for a couch. Like, for some people that may be like, girl, that's pocket change. But for me, no, like, that $7,000 for my couch, another $5,000 for my table, like, just going places like that and looking at that and just putting myself in that environment made me want to work that much harder, because that's obtainable for somebody. That's obtainable and easy flowing for somebody. Not saying, and I'm not saying this because please don't take it the wrong way, not saying that being able to spend a lot of money is the end goal. The end goal is just to be happy and content. There's always going to be another level of success that you can reach, but your job is to be happy and grateful and have a healthy mind, knowing that I am proud of myself for where I'm at. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm not ashamed of my mistakes that may have limited me to be where I want to be. Because I feel like depression stems from thinking that you're supposed to be somewhere in a certain part of your life, or thinking things are supposed to happen a certain way to you, whether it be somebody treating you a certain way, or your life going a certain way, or maybe you didn't get the house that you want, or you didn't get the job that you want. I think depression sometimes comes because you think that your life's supposed to be a certain way, and maybe you're comparing yourself and you're being too hard on yourself, and you just can't find peace and comfort where you're at. Part of the growth journey is enjoying the ride. You have to enjoy the ride and embrace each step. Enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen. enjoy the ride. This is the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty Collection. If you haven't heard about this, girl, get it. This is Nearly Berry, and I like to take a little bit of this on a brush. This is very, very, very strong. And then put a little bit on the back of my hand and then add it to my cheek because it can kind of look a little cray-cray if you have a heavy hand. So yeah, rub it on the back of my hand. You can barely see it, but it's always good to start off with a little bit first. And then rub it on my cheeks. Smile. And then for eyes, since it's fall, I really want to add some eyeshadow. It's been a minute since I put any eyeshadow on my eyes on camera. I'm usually walking around barefaced because I do a lot of vlogging now, which I've really been enjoying. I do want to start wearing my makeup again because I, like, at a moment I fell out of love with eyeshadow, and I just felt like it was just so unnecessary. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, I put eyeshadow on again and I was like, dang, like I kind of miss this. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna do that. And then this is a cute little palette from ColourPop. Cute little palette, cute little colors, warmy colors, except for that pink in the middle, which you could really have fun with. But I'm just gonna stick to my neutrals because I am really, truly a neutral girl at heart. I feel like I feel most elegant and classy when I have neutrals on my face and on my body. Don't get me wrong though, you can catch me in color though. I do like color, but neutrals I think are my comfort zone. But I will wear a red dress. I will wear a pink shirt. So yeah, so I need a blending brush. I'm gonna start off with Quantum and just kind of blend this into the crease of my eye. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys too, for my eyebrows, I've been using, this is Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 4.5. I've ran through 2 of these already. I've been using this for a couple years now. I just really like the way it looks on my eyes. It's not too harsh, so it's what I wear, it's what I like, you know? Wear what you like, wear what makes you happy, okay? Like, there's nothing wrong with being you because you're you. And then I'm going to go in with this darker shadow Astral at the end. We're gonna pop this in the corner just to spice it up a little bit, add a little spice in our life. I really wanna make that pretty deep, pretty dark. We're about to go all out. And then I'm gonna take this really pretty shimmery color. I can't remember if it was Outlander or Electro that I really liked on my lids. Like, I don't remember which one it was. Okay, so we're gonna just do Electro. We're gonna play it safe with Electro first. I'm gonna use my hands and kind of like blend that in. Electro. It's a very dramatic, like, fall makeup tutorial. But I love it. It's been a minute since I've like done makeup like this. And I'm about to actually go in and blend this crease out just a little bit more because it's not giving like the other side. It's not giving, it's coming. Okay, ooh, that actually felt really good. Am I the only one who thinks sneezing feels very, very good? Oh my gosh, like doing this makeup tutorial is making me feel so happy. Can you tell? I'm awkward, obviously we know that, but no, for real, it's like really making me just feel like really happy. It's making me feel really happy inside. It's bringing back nostalgia. Now moving on, I'm actually gonna put that same color a little bit on the bottom of my, I'm gonna put Quantum, not the darkest one, but the second one that's, you know, next to that, and put a little bit of that at the bottom just to like balance it out just a little bit. Let me go ahead and grab my mascara because I need to put some mascara on. So I'm using the Milk Makeup Mascara. I actually got this in my Allure beauty subscription. Yes, I do have a beauty subscription with Allure. Oh, this feels like rubber. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Okay, there we go. Looks like rubber. I love the way this feels. Like twisting that off just brought me so much satisfaction. Very interesting. All right, so I'm gonna apply some mascara very generously. I like the bristles too. So we are picking back up from where I left off. I don't know what I was going to say. All right, so just got finished applying the mascara. I really like it. I think it looks good. It's a nice little, because you know, it does what it needs to do. I'm actually going to pop off camera really quickly. I know I just came back, right? I'm gonna pop off camera and I'm gonna apply some lashes that I have. They're just like strip basic lashes. Be right back. All right, so my lashes are applied. Y'all, I'm not crazy about these lashes, to be honest. I feel like they're giving me bird wings flying away. Now, when I purchased these lashes, my under eyes look really bright on camera. I don't know why it looks like that on camera, but it doesn't look like that in real life. I don't know what's going on with that. But the lashes are giving me like fly away home bird, go somewhere. Like it's fall, like let's migrate south and fly away. I got these off the AliExpress, by the way, so I have no idea what the number is, but I'm telling you, you probably don't even want to know. By the time I put both these on, I was like, yeah, this ain't it, but that's okay. The lip combo. I'm giving y'all the most basic lip combo that I get the most compliments on. So this is the Christian Dior lipstick. It's a brown lipstick and the color is chocolate matte. I use this to line my lips. This has lasted me so long and I still have a pretty decent amount of product left. Love this for lining my lips. Probably be better if I use my hands. Just slightly rub them in, just a little bit. Like I already like it like that, but I love like a juicy glossy lip still. And I just put some of this on. This is the Mentha Lip Tint from Bath and Body Works. If you know about these and you know about these, it has that tint, that minty feeling that's supposed to like make your lips a little bit more plumper and just a little bit more juicier, and it lasts so freaking long. That's the, even though I know that it's just the gloss that's smelling like mint, for some reason I'm like, in my head it's like it makes my breath smell better. But yeah, that is it, ladies. Tell me what you think. What do you think? I mean, if you don't like the glossy lip, you could always do a matte, but I absolutely love it. I always get compliments when I go out with my lips like this. People will be like, what you got on? But yeah, it's just this. It's so simple. It's so just easy, and it works. It works, okay? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found this helpful and motivating. I think that whenever you do put out content on any social media platform, I think it's really good when the information you're putting out can really truly help somebody and they find it to be very beneficial and just add some sort of value to their life. And that's like what my purpose, that's what I want to make my purpose more so about. So it's like, yeah, we are doing makeup, we're having fun, but yeah, we're also like talking about like real life things that can take us to that next step, that next level. But yeah, but thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I will see you in my next video. Bye.